present our team Permaculture of Thessaloniki. The activities and what we did to overcome the obstacles during the COVID times. Permaculture means gardeners, by the way. Okay, so our mandate is to provide a holistic approach responding to people's needs based on 2 pillars. First pillar is the emergency response for people in need with provision of hot meals, fresh fruits and vegetables, plus non-food items. The second pillar involves the activation of the social solidarity economy model with informal education provision and community empowerment activities. Our activities is food reclamation, cooking for people in need, food process, gardening, beekeeping, workshops for community awareness, peace building and empowerment, cooperation with schools, and connection with like-minded organizations from Greece and abroad. The food reclamation activity. We reclaim food, usually dry food, fruits, vegetables, fish, from different sources such as the central grocery market, supermarkets, street markets, fish shops, farmers. Usually we reclaim around 2 tons of food every month. This is as high as we can go because after that we have logistics problems in terms of people capacity, in terms of cars, of costs, etc. The community cooking. We cook for people in need, for families and for the homeless. Here you see 2 valuable members of the team, Miss Valeria and Michalis. Both of them cook for the team and they look pretty happy together, as you can see. Food process is the provision of workshops on household self-sufficiency and food sovereignty, typically for tomato sauce, marmalade, pickles, pies. We offer the opportunity to the people to learn some techniques that were lost in the course of time, or to learn again some new, more improved techniques on how to do tomato sauce, marmalade, and stuff like that. For example, here in this picture, the people of the team have flour, which was reclaimed from a supermarket, and they had leeks and spinach. So they decided to do some pies with all this reclaimed food. Gardening. We cultivate a plot of land in a village close to Thessaloniki. We make use of the basic permaculture techniques, like water collection management, composting from the leftovers of our food reclamation activities, culture. We use local plants and local varieties. And we try, let's say, to have the complete circle of the influx of materials. The materials that cannot be used for food, we will compost them. Also, we will compost the grains that we take out from our plot of land. In this specific plot of land, we do also some gardening activities. We teach the art of beekeeping to everyone who is interested, because beekeeping is a cooperative art, let's say, since people have to collaborate to produce the best outcome of this activity. And also it's very fun and creative for someone to attend the whole circle of the bee life. Workshops for community awareness. One of our collaborations is with a group of young boys and girls with special needs and their teachers. We provide workshops on food processing, cultivation, seed bombs preparation, etc. We participate in events organized by various groups on circular economy, food saving, etc. Our mission is to bring happiness to Greeks and Germans. From what it seems, we are successful so far, because you can see the pictures here. Some German people are having a good time in our plot of land. Of course, we want to bring happiness not only to Germans and Greeks, but to as many people as we can. So, cooperation with schools, right? The year that just finished, the academic year that just ended, we had the pleasure and the honor to cooperate with two schools. One is a high school, which means students from 12 to 15 years old. We implement social awareness programs related to food saving. School children participated in visits to central grocery market and to street market for food reclamation activities. We helped students bake their own fruit pudding made from reclaimed bread and fruits, and we provided technical consultation in creation, maintenance, and use of a composting site inside school premises. I have to say that one of the strongest experience with these young boys and girls was the fact that some of them went on Saturday morning to distribute food in the homeless in the city center. That was a very strong experience described by them and also by their teachers. And a very funny activity, but at the same time, an activity that, you know, activates the mind and some thoughts was the reclamation activity that took place in the central grocery market. They went one day to the central grocery market. It's a huge place with tons of food that is wasted every day. And they did their effort to reclaim as much food as they can. And from this food, they ended up in our community space and they baked their own pudding. And they were very, very happy with all this. The second school that we cooperate is an evening technical school. We provide reclaimed fruits and vegetables to the students. And these students, they learn how to process food. And in return, they provide us with their jars of marmalades, tomato sauce, pesto, or whatever they did. And these materials are being used in our social kitchen. So, alongside with all the other activities, we offer accommodation to a young refugee from Pakistan. The accommodation takes place in our community space that we rent as a base for our activities, for the cooking, food collection, meetings, etc. The young refugee is also a member of our group and participates in our activities. He is with us since many years, and actually we are very happy to have him, not only because we offer a roof over his head, but because he is always there to support, and it's good to have someone in your community space, someone that takes care of the place, and he's there when you need him. So we are very thankful for having him in the team and in our community space also. So, case study visits. We organize case study visits for exchanging ideas on different projects. Last summer, 7 members of our team visited Berlin and Potsdam to see some cooperative housing and social solidarity economic projects. And this summer, we will repeat this case study visit for 8 people of the team. The idea here is that, okay, we are very occupied with our personal lives and with the solidarity work that we do, but there are more things outside of what we do. And we would like to have the opportunity for the members of the team to see different projects in different contexts, and to take some ideas and then to bring back in Thessaloniki these ideas and to discuss and to see where we could copy or do some things in a different way, because it's very good when you have a mind that is receiving new ideas, and we can use these ideas to help more people. So we will go to Project House Potsdam and to involve a project that are together in Potsdam. And Projekthaus Potsdam is under the Miethäuser Syndikat, which is an umbrella organization for cooperative housing schemes. So, pandemic. During the pandemic, movement restrictions were imposed. Some examples of mandatory measures that were imposed by the government in some periods of time were total ban of movement from 9 to 5. Movements between prefectures was forbidden. Compulsory use of masks inside and outside. Entrance in the parks was forbidden. Use of SMS service for movement purposes. This is something unique, I think, in Europe at least. So when we wanted to go out, we had to send an SMS to this number, 13033. We had to write number, our name, surname, and our address. For example, to Filippos Polatsidis, Konstantinopolios, 83. X, the number was if we wanted to visit a pharmacy, a supermarket, a bank, if we wanted to go to help people, or to a funeral, or just to exercise on the open field. In case we did not use the SMS service and we got caught by the police, the fine was 300 euros. This is an example of this SMS. Number 1, Fatima Hassan, Leoforos Venizelou, 84, Athens. So, what were the consequences of all these restrictions? Fear, anxiety, insecurity, stress. Generally speaking, Greek government chose to use movements restriction, oppression, and police brutality, also with the help of the mass media brainwashing, instead of investing in doctors, nurses, teachers, and social services. This is what happened. So, what did we do? We knew that people in need were more than ever. People lost their jobs, some were not able to go outside even for the necessities, especially those of old age or with various diseases. Also, many people who contracted the virus did not have anyone to receive help or just someone to talk to. And we needed to correspond to these enormous needs. So, what we did, we worked in 2 pillars. We had to secure a safe space between us. Safe space not in terms of a physical safe space, because restrictions were imposed and we did not want to be 5 or 10 people in one place, but only 2 or 3 people to do some work and go. We wanted to establish a secure, safe space, a space that we could share our fears, hopes, narratives, thoughts, recipes, etc. So the idea was that we start a Skype session every Monday at 7 o'clock and see where we will go with this. We did not lose hope due to fear and restrictions. On the contrary, more people approached our group, offering their time and energy to help people in need. Second, we had to take a decision of what to do in case of fine issuance from the police. There were 2 decisions that had been made at that time. The first decision was that we will not stop our work because people need us and we need to correspond to this emergency humanitarian need that the restrictions imposed. And the second decision was that any fines will be paid by the money that the team had at that time. These 2 decisions, I think, liberated the team members, because we understood that we will not stop, we have lots of work to do. Not only we will help people, but also we will receive some help on our own, because we have a community of people that we speak every day and we share our feelings and fears. And this is a privilege, actually, to be at that time, in so difficult times, to be in a community with people who more or less think the same way, and everyone supports the other. So this was good also for us, not only for the people that we provide food or non-food items or any other type of help. Some moments of our story. The left picture is from the it's from a supermarket, a reclamation from a supermarket. The picture in the right is our community space. On the left picture, we have Mary in our garden. The right picture is again from our community space filled with reclaimed fruits and vegetables. On the left picture, we have Michalis, our cook, who does a workshop on tzatziki. Is like a sauce with onion, garlic, and yogurt and olive oil. And all these people are Finnish students from a school. And on the right picture, we have again Michalis and Sasa. Sasa is our volunteer from Germany. He came last year for 3 months. Last spring, he came again this spring to help us. And we are very happy to have him in our team. He's a cook, he delivers food, he comes to the land to cultivate, he does everything, and we are very lucky to have him. And here is the last picture. You see our people on the left side cooking and waving us. And on the right side, you see Chrysanthi, one of our teachers. She's the coordinator of the team that works in one of the schools that we provide the workshops, and she sits on top of many leagues. So thank you very much. That was a very small presentation to give more time for some conversation. Thank you.